What's up, guys? Welcome to my home studio. My name is Kelly, and on my channel I like to share planner videos, art videos, crafts, recipes, DIYs, mixed media, happy mail and hauls, fountain pens and fountain pen ink, and sometimes I will throw in a lifestyle video. So if any of those genres sound appealing to you, feel free to comment, like, share, and subscribe. And without further ado, I have some goodies. It has been quite some time since I did a supply run, basically, at scrapbook.com. So let's just jump right into it. I have a nice little haul here. A lot of these things I use in my planners. A lot of these things I use in my one little word and just different various projects that I do. So let's just start with this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. I got all of the new crocodile chompers. They're corner chompers. I took everything out of the packaging to make it easy. So I have the new scallop and the cloud. Now I have the regular corner chomper, and then I have the scallop and the stub. So this scallop came with the cloud. So the cloud isn't on the older version with this color blue on the handles. So that's why I picked that up. And then this one is stub and deco. And it's a different stub. This stub is different than the one that is attached to the scallop one. And then I have the angle and photo. Let me hold those up closer for you. And then this one is 0.125 and 0.375. That way you can see better. So here's the first one. Okay. That's what the punches all look like. Okay, and that's the last one. Okay, so I am over the moon excited about these. Now, if you aren't familiar with these, they're very well made. This is made out of steel, and then it has these rubberized handles on either side. So it's labeled. This one says scallop and cloud, so you can clearly tell which one is which. It opens up like that, and then this part is where the bits go after you punch it. And that opens up for cleaning, so I just turn it upside down and shake it out like that. Shall we do a demo? Okay. I'll show you this one. Then the scallop I'm very familiar with. I use this all the time. That's the scallop, and then this is the cloud. Oh, wow. Very nice. So, I'm familiar with this. I scallop all my edges quite often in several different projects that I've done and shown here on YouTube. And there's the cloud. Wow. I love it. I highly recommend these. These are very, very well made. You want a demo on all of them? I suppose I can easily show you. I have plenty of paper, scratch paper around me. Angle. Sweet. And then photo. And you could see it goes right in between this groove here. These two grooves, you just slide your paper in very easily and chomp away. Look at that. I like it a lot. All right, next up, we have stub and deco. So let's do the stub side. So fun, right? I don't don't have that open. There we go. You have to make sure you open it up all the way. And then it fits in the groove. Ooh, yeah. And then this is the Deco side. That cut so easily, just like butter. I didn't even know it was cut. Look at that one. That is neat. Okay, and then last but very not least, we have 1/8 and 3/8. Oh, okay. Wow. So that's the 1/8. Very subtle. That's why I did it twice. I'm like, did I do that? And here is the 3/8. That's a nice little corner there. This will be good in my sumpkin because the edges are like this. The 3/8 one. So, these are great. Highly, highly, highly recommend them. Okay, so I thought I would show you how I prefer to store my crocodiles because these tools are very, very heavy. So this is the regular, this is a Lazy Susan from Michaels, that little caddy. It spins around. And I just have all of my crocodiles, punches, and my crocodile. This is the original crocodile right here. And actually, I have that in the wrong spot. This is the original crocodile one. That is the 1/4 and 1/2 inch. And then I have the other one with this type of handle downstairs, the scallop and the stub. So that goes in there. And then, oops, I'll just rip the paint right off of there because I wasn't careful. And then this one is a small angle, large angle that I have. This is the eyelet setter here. I'm not going to take that out. This one is another power punch. I'm going to actually put that here and leave this one here. And then this is another power punch. So I have a couple different power punches. And 1, 2, and the third one, like I said, is downstairs. So I'm just going to put the rest of these in here. I like the way this works for me. And some of these cubbies are taller than others, so here's the green one. So that's why that one's standing up so tall. Pink one. And then this one. So let's see, I have 1, 2, 3 more cubbies, and then I have the center part here. And then I'm just, for now, I'm just going to keep these. I have a place for these, but for now, I'm just, since they're brand new, I'm going to keep the directions and what each thing is. This is just a Martha Stewart rotary cutter. I'll show you. And We Are Memory Keepers Heat Wave. I have another punch here. This is a disc punch. I don't even know what else I have in here. Let's see. A ribbon trimmer. Is that it? Here it is. I have been looking all over for this little fella. I thought, oh no, this isn't the one. No, this one goes to my mini, it looks like this. The name of it has slipped right off of my tongue. It's the mini version of this. Because They both come with those. But that one goes to the mini. So my other one's been missing since this crop I went to. Anyway, a few years ago now, it's been missing. So, also, since I have you here, tucked up in the side of this, I also have right here, can you see? Yeah, you can see it. Right here is, I just have it wedged up in there, and this is my Scotch pop-up tape. I have a brand new tape set in there. So if this is still available, I'll link it because it fits perfectly in that spot. And it's just handy. So this is what it looks like. I kept this because this is a hot commodity actually. But I've had this, and I originally bought this years ago, and then I don't know where that original one was, and then I purchased two more, I think 2 years ago now. So, but I like to keep that in here so I know the SKU number on it. But anyway, yeah, this is how I store them, because these are really heavy and they're awkward. But this system has been working out nicely, and I can just reach for whatever I want very easily. So, okay, and then next I have this beauty right here, and this is called the Spellbinders Quick Trimmer. And what this is for is it easily trim foil to size, less foil waste, trim sentiment strips. So if you have a mink or something like that, I also got replacement blades. I got 3 sets. They come, this is how it works, you know, the foil for your mink and what have you. But anything you use foil for. And it has extra blades. They came with 2, the replacement blades come with 2, a set of 2. So I just got a few of those, and then this actual piece comes with 2 of these, okay? So this is the blade. It has a plastic case, which is very nice that you did that because of the way this is designed. The blade is out. So, and the replacement blade is just one of these. So that's what it looks like. So there's the razor right there. And you can see where the razor goes. But that does not come out. Okay, that's how they designed it. So you basically have this guide piece with measurements. And I don't know if, there you can see it. Right in between here is an opening all along here. And then this is your cutting mat. And it's 8 inches basically. Little over 8 inches. 8.5 inches or so. Let's see. 8 1/4 inch, looks like. So this fits right on top. You put your foil here, put this on top, and then it just slips right in because it's like there are little, it's like beveled here, so it has a lift, a little lift here and here. So that way you can slide the foil under. Basically it's 8 inches. So because the feet, that's why they made it bigger. The feet are here and here. So this is an 8-inch, yeah, diameter. Perfect. Okay, so you slip your foil in, and then you can just slip this in between the groove here, or here, or whatever, and then trim it. So, because you know this is clingy. This foil, the foil for this, for whatever you're using, foil in general, it's just very, very clingy. So It didn't come like this. I just like to store my things in a zip top bag. So I'm going to put the directions for this in here. So if I ever need it, I'll have it. And then this says, using the foil blade, place foil shiny side up across cutting mat. Tip, use a stamp or roll of tape as a stopper to keep roll in place. Good idea. Place trimmer guide over foil. Use glimmer plate as template to determine which cutting slot is to be used to trim foil. If you're using a glimmer plate. I do have a glimmer press as well as a mink, so. Because this is made by Spellbinders, and Spellbinders does make that. It's a letterpress foil machine, so I have that and the mink. Place trimmer guide over foil. Use glimmer plate as a template to determine which cutting slot is to be used to trim foil. Place hand on trimmer guide to keep in place and use foil blade to cut foil. Tip, make sure blade is centered in trimmer guide cutting slot. So these are called cutting slots. So basically, you have it like this. And then you slide your foil, pretend this is foil. You just slide your foil in, like so, wherever you want it, and then you trim however you like. So tip, make sure blade is centered in trimmer guide cutting slot. Remove trimmer guide, rotate cut foil on cutting mat to cut down further. Place guide back over cutting mat. Use glimmer plate as template, again, for determining where to make the second foil cut. The cut to size foil is ready to use in the glimmer or other hot foil system. Place foiled or stamped image on cutting mat using the lines on the mat to align straight. And that is excellent. Align cutting slots on either side of image. Place hand on trimmer guide to keep in place and use paper blade to trim. Perfect to use for trimming thin foiled or stamped sentiments. So I think this is going to be a lifesaver because that foil is so pesky, I tell you. It just is. So I'm just going to stow all of these directions right in here for future use. And then I have in one of my drawers, I have all of my blades, replacement blades for different trimmers. And so that is actually how I store those. That way I don't lose them. Because there's so many different moving parts in crafting that it could get easily lost in the shuffle, if you know what I mean. So that's just how I store them. No matter what its machine is for, if it has a blade or cutting element to it, that's how I store it. So, I'm going to just replace this because when you fold these things, that's why I rolled this. I don't care so much about the blade replacement, but this I do. But when you roll this so much over time, you won't be able to read what's written there. So I'm going to place that in there. I'm just going to switch the bag, basically. And these I don't have to fold over anymore, which is nice. Okay, so I know exactly where this is going to be, and I just stow it just like that. And then just put all of these in here. These things sell out. That's why I just, you know, got all the replacement blades for it. You know, extras. Because I hate running out of those things. And if it's, you don't have, a, especially with foil, if you don't have a blade that's very sharp, then you know it's not going to cut right. So this whole thing, I will just stow away right here with the rest of my different trimmers. I have plenty of room. Like, this is a replacement blade for my 10 Holtz. And so I can keep all of that together very nicely. And then I don't have to worry about it. So, thought I would just share that part with you guys too, because these things all need a storage spot, and if you don't do it right away, at least at some other point, you can figure out a system that works best for you, you know? Okay, pardon the angle, but I wanted to be able to get this all the way in the frame. These are We Are Memory Keeper tear guides, and these have been out for a while. So you get 3 12-inch clear rulers and a water pen. Okay? So the directions for this are: place the tool on the paper, making sure the beveled edge is facing up. Press the tool firmly against the paper at the top and bottom. Pull the paper towards you at a 45-degree angle. And for this part, which is a very good tip. For harder to tear paper, such as vellum or handmade paper, which I've made handmade paper. We did that in high school in home ec. That was so one of my favorite classes. I remember that this day. Anyway, use the water pen to easily moisten the paper before tearing. To fill the water pen, remove the cap and unscrew the top. Fill the barrel with water and replace the top. Lightly run the water pen along the edge of the tool where it meets the paper. So that is a really good tip. So that was nice that they included that. So that goes right in there. Okay, it has this nice felt edge here and here. But it goes like this. Okay. So basically you just go like that and make it wet. And voila. If it's hard to cut the paper. So I have a tool container right beside me, and that's where I will keep that. And then I will keep this with my directions, because this has a lot of tips, but it's too big to store. So for something like this, what I'll do is I'll just cut it down, trim it, so that way I don't have as much to store. But then I still have my directions. Yeah, so instead of that whole thing, I just have half of it. And then I will get rid of this. Okay, and then it also has this. I wish they would have just put all of the directions printed on this side, because this is just a thin paper. But anyway, so you have the large zigzag here, as you can see. Then on the other side you have the small zigzag. Then you have the large wave, which is this, and then the small wave. And then you have the coarse decal here, and then you have the fine decal here. Okay? So definitely keep my directions there. So I'll just do a quick demo so you can see it in action. And these are just my scratch papers, so let's see how this works. I'm trying to be able to keep it all the way in the frame. Yeah, okay. So that is the edge for that side. You can see, and it's nice and jagged and messy. Who doesn't love that? And then here's the small one. Okay, now this is just some scratch paper, so that's why I'm not worrying about it. I'm just going quickly. And then I'll do the wave. So the first one was the zigzag, large and small. Now we're doing the large and small wave. And then we'll do the decal. Cute. And then the small one. Small wave. That's cute. And then, what do they call this? The large decal, coarse decal, and fine decal. This is really intricate, actually, this one. This large decal, coarse decal. Wow. That's cool. Now, these have been out for a while, but, you know. I imagine this is one of the more popular ones right here. Because this is the fine decal, gives you just a nice jagged edge, see? Just a torn edge. So, love that. That is super fun. Okay, and then the other good part about these is they have this small puka, this hole right here. Each one has a hole at the top. So you can store these very, very nicely. Now I have my Tim Holtz ruler here. Had that for a long time. So I like to keep that handy, that long one. So I can just store that on the exact same, they all fit. Nice. So I have 4 rulers right here handy beside me. Okay. And then next. This is so much fun. This just came out. Look at this. This is the Tim Holtz for Tonic Studios Decal. Hello. It's not just a paper trimmer, but an actual cutter. And it's small in size. So, and it's very lightweight. I thought this was going to be really heavy. But as you can see, from me just popping it around, it's very, very lightweight, which makes it, to me, in my humble opinion, very, very handy. So, here it is. Sorry, have to get up just so I can get this box. I have to cut, what I'll do is I'll cut the directions out and I'll get rid of this completely. The box it came in, because I don't have the storage space. There it is. This is what the box it comes in. So this is officially called the Tim Holtz 8.5 inch 22 centimeter torn edge trimmer. Cuts a perfect tattered decal edge. Used for paper and cardstock, 6 inches, 15 centimeters. Ruler on top and bottom edge. Measurements in both inches and metric. 0.25 inch grid pattern with popular paper size markings. Markings. Guides at top and bottom for easier paper alignment. Paper guard, which is this, protects fingers and prevents paper movement. Wow. So, okay, so this is a torn edge trimmer, is what it's officially called. Tim Holtz Decal Torn Edge Trimmer. Wow. I swear, the things people come up with these companies, and then these companies go and make them. They just have their idea. I love that. You have your idea, you go to the company, and they make it. Sweet! So, that's the best way to do it. I like this, and I haven't even used it yet. But the concept of it, how much fun is this? Now, I've had this stored on top of one of my Michael's Cube cubbies. On top of a Michael's Cube cubby, I have a little paper holder that's at an angle, so it's so lightweight, and they're both plastic, so I just store that there. That's where I've been storing it, so that way it's handy. So, here it is. But you have to watch that blade. Look at that blade. So that's why it has that guide there. And I have a very industrial paper trimmer. It's like 50 pounds. It's not something I move around, you know what I mean? But it's huge. So I don't know if I hauled that. Might have been before I started filming videos. So anyway, love all of the paper guides. So you just pop your paper underneath that, as you can see. Ooh. So look at that. That is so easy. This is totally in style and has been for quite some time. But that is nice. And then, ooh, look at that. I'm just loving it. Each, all the way down the row, it's not repetitive. So each part and piece, whoop, is different. Look how thin I just cut that. Wow. I'm just loving this. Look how cool that is. I like this. It's $29.99, so $30 basically. I recommend it. I definitely love that. This is a fun. Like, I picked, with this haul that I've done here, I picked just my top favorite, because, I mean, let's face it, you can get lost for days on scrapbook.com. Okay? You just can, because if you like stationery and crafts and paper and lost for days. Now, I did get a discount, of course. So, now I've never gotten free shipping, ever. I've never had the experience with them that they provide free shipping, but at least I got a discount. So, and they also included this freebie. I want to show you these. These are, and I also got the free magazine. Where is it? It's one of those freebie magazines that I must have taken it and downstairs to look at it. So, but I have the one from last year here, so I can show you. This is the one from last year, the scrapbook and cards today. But I do have the one, the current one, rather. Sorry, it's not handy, guys. But, oh well. Anyway, so I love that they do include freebies. You know, you just have to add it to your cart, and then the magazine, of course, is free as well. So, you know, Okay, I'm gonna show you these real quick first. And then I can pan in closer and give you a tighter shot. So I got a couple sheets of paper. This is made by Kaisercraft. They're called Whimsy Wishes Collection. Love it. Love it, love it. So I love a good forest with the snow coming down. Beautiful. This is thick cardstock. And then here is the other side. So it has silver, green, even a little bit of blue, like a spruce. Love it. I just got 2 pieces of that, double-sided paper. And then I got the DIY Shop 12x12 gold on acetate. And they're stars. Just 2 pieces. And this they always have in stock, so very easy to get your hands on that. Even if it's out of stock, just hit notification and I'll send it your way. And then I got a piece of acetate with snowflakes. I really needed to do this haul super duper quick because I need to use this. So I need to use those things, so yay. And then this is the freebie. So this was just from scrapbook.com. Oh, what fun. Exclusively designed for Scrapbook by Pink Fresh. So it's basically your winter, very cute winter. Look at these mittens. I am obsessed. I love them. Very cute. This little girl with presents. So the nice list, and look at this floral. I love that. Wonderland, and just they're die cuts. So I like to, with my die cuts, I always like to just laminate them, because unless I'm using it on a project, feeling festive, but happiness, etc. But you don't have to. If I'm not using it on a particular project for, like, say, my one little word or what have you, then I will laminate them. And this is a nice house. Holiday festivities. Filled with wonder. You get the point. So I like to keep these all together. And it didn't come in a zipper bag. I put it in there like I do. And then I'll just put it in one of my Michael's tilt bins, or one of my tilt bins that I got from Michael's. That's how I like to stow these things, but love all of this. Holiday wishes. And you even get some nice plain ones for journaling, or headers, or labels, or whatever. So, tradition. And that is just a look at a few. And I think that's nice that they included that as a freebie. So anyway, that is my video. Thank you ever so kindly for watching. If you liked what you saw, feel free to comment, like, share, and subscribe. And I wish you all a very lovely day. Peace out.